Hi, everyone. Welcome to RISE TV on RISE Digital. My name is Kate Wiegmann. I am the COO of RISE Collaborative, and it is such a pleasure for me to welcome RISE member out of our Denver location, Arezou Zarafshan. Arezou, thank you so much for being with me today.
Glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, of course. So one of the things that I always say about RISE that is my favorite is just the quality of women that are a part of our community that bring so much value in terms of the life experiences and the expertise that you've had through the journey of your career and your life. And then also just the passion that you bring to the work that you do. And sometimes in women like yourself, that manifests in you wearing a couple of different or many different hats. And the two hats that I wanted to kind of touch on in our conversation today was your hats of startup strategist and also startup founder. So if you don't mind, for those who haven't met you before, tell us a little bit about your journey to those two hats that you wear.
Okay. So I was a corporate executive. Majority of my professional life, I was in the corporate world until 2016, which I left the corporate world and joined the startup world in Denver, Colorado. And I was a co-founder of a little startup. And, while I was, trying to grow the business, and I'm happy to say that, I was able to grow the business and really put that company on the map. Unfortunately, that startup didn't last, and I had departed before it closed down. But I learned a lot through that journey. And after I departed from that company, I realized how much passion I have about the startup landscape. And I got very, very active with the startup ecosystem in Colorado and also nationally. And I started investing in a number of startups in Colorado, outside of Colorado, and then started advising startup founders and working with them on growth and scaling and fundraising and you name it. And in parallel, I decided to launch my own company, my own startup. And I started working on that last August. I do want to give a lot of credit to RISE because they have been a constant force behind me to get this baby out. So there have been times where I've kind of stepped back and I have laxed my pace a little bit. Yeah. And members like Carrie Crandall, Alicia Huck, Stacy, they've kept me accountable. So I started working on that on the second path, August of last year. And it's interesting, August of this year, we're going to launch in the market. This has been a 1 year kind of development and, and learning. So yes.
Well, that's amazing. Well, you know what you just mentioned by listing off a couple of, RISE members and women, and you use the word accountability. And how important is accountability and having sort of an informal, like, personal board of directors? That's sort of what my mind really went to, and a concept that I've seen a lot of really successful women list as being a key to their success is having that sort of personal board of directors to help encourage, advise, and lead them through difficult times, or maybe not necessarily difficult, but just formative, transitional, big times in their life. What have you learned about yourself, and then also the power of surrounding yourself with women like that?
Yeah, no, it's hugely important. I personally am one of the lucky people that I was born with, self-accountability and I have, I'm a pretty disciplined person in the sense that when I set a goal for myself, I go for it. That said, it is extremely easy for me and anyone, I would suspect, to kind of take it easy to talk yourself out of it.
Sure.
Find reasons why you shouldn't, and kind of convince yourself to take the easy route out. And whether that means that you just put the idea on hold for a while and on hold never comes off, or not do what you thought you were going to do. It's very, very easy to do that. And it's a trap.
Sure.
And, you know, I really, really appreciate the push from the women that I just named, because what I know is, you know, when they come to me and ask me, hey, how's it going with Dispatch Mom? Did you do what you said you were going to do? And if I say no, and if I give them excuses, in a way, I'm letting them down, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And so it is extremely important to have an accountability board or an accountability partner, whether it's formal or informal.
I was just going to say, it was like, it can be formal, and I've truly been, you know, flattered and blessed to be formally asked to be a part of someone's personal board of directors. But I think it probably fits with someone's personality. It can be totally informal as well. But like, truly, you know, at RISE, we have that saying, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. That sort of is like your, you know, personal board of directors. And someone doesn't necessarily need to know that they're part of your 5 to know that they are someone that you trust and that you turn to, or that, you know, and then I'm sure you do the same as well. You know, you become invested, and then it's a give back. It's a cycle. So
very much so. And, you know, it is, I really want people to take this seriously and, you know, treat it as currency, because that's what it is.
Capital, absolutely.
Yeah. You know, I give you an example. I was talking to a founder group just the other day, not the other day. It was last Monday. And this founder group, they're actually all over the US, and they wanted me to help them with connections and networking, and also advise them on their strategies. And they had sent me a pitch deck for their collective. And I, you know, I talked to them, and I liked them, and I wanted to help them. And I said, okay, send me a stronger pitch deck, and I need these things in there. And their answer was, we'll send this to you within an hour. That was last Monday. Oh. And I said, no, you don't need to send it to me within an hour. You just send it to me by the end of the day, Wednesday, and that's fine. All right. So what happened between that Monday and on Wednesday is I spoke with a very, very prominent venture capitalist in Silicon Valley about them. And I said, this is coming, you know, just hang on. And I named them, and he said, okay, tell them to refer you, and, you know, I'll talk to them. So that's one. And I made an appointment, not an appointment. I set up a meeting with one of my investor friends to talk to her about their group. And that was going to be on Friday. Okay. Well, Wednesday came and went, no pitch deck. Thursday, no pitch deck. So Thursday evening or afternoon, I said, okay, I need the pitch deck because I'm talking to my investor friend tomorrow. And sorry, that's my kid.
Okay. Hey, real life, don't worry.
Yeah, this is real life. I'm talking to my investor friend tomorrow. I need the pitch deck. So make sure the changes are in there. And I want to say very late that evening, their spokesperson sent me a note saying, well, sorry, you know, some things happened, and we're not going to have the pitch deck for you until Monday. And so, and, you know, so there you go. This is when I say that when people hold you accountable, you need to treat that as currency. Sure. They just lost a lot of currency with me. Absolutely. And I told them, I said, look, you know, do what you say what you do. Mm-hmm. I said to you, I'll help you. I've talked to two, I talked to one prominent investor. I was going to talk to a second one. All you needed to do was send me your pitch deck.
Right.
And I don't know if I'm going to help you now.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say that way. I said, sure, I'll still help you, sure, but not as fast.
Sure. Absolutely.
Because that's what I'm saying is like when someone holds me accountable, when I tell someone I'm going to do something, whether it's for them or for me, but I declare my intention, if I don't follow through, you know, I lose credibility. Sure. And I don't want to do that. So accountability partners are huge. I totally agree with that.
Absolutely. You know, it reminds me, it's like, relationships, like relationships first being so huge and valuing that relationship, as you said, like currency. It's sacred. And because it was you putting a relationship on the line with, and you stuck your neck out there for someone,
Yeah.
and then integrity as well. I mean, you have integrity and you expect that of others as well. And so, yeah, that's going to be really disappointing and frustrating for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I think that also just speaks though to your how supportive you are of others and which you've gotten, through being a startup strategist and the work that you do on behalf of others. But then also that reminds me so much then of the startup founder part, the hat that you wear through Dispatch Mom. So because it's all about supporting women and supporting working moms. So
Exactly.
tell me a little bit about, well, first off, tell me about, you're a mom. Tell me about your son, about your mom hat, about that part of you.
Yeah. So my son is 8. Today is his birthday,
Oh, you're
actually.
kidding. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah. And he's beautiful. He's wonderful. He's a happy, curious goofball is what I call him. And, him and I have a really awesome relationship. I am not the most, I don't know, stereotypical mom in the sense of being nurturing and being whatever the stereotypical illustrations that you see.
A TV mom.
The
Or,
TV mom, yeah, the I don't know, the Brady Bunch mom.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not that, but
Who among us is, yeah.
yeah. But we do have a really wonderful relationship, and we learn together, and that's really big for us. That I learn about things that he's interested in. I learn about his personality, and he's very gifted in a lot of ways, and I get into that with him to understand. And he also, and vice versa, he actually pays a lot of attention to what I'm working on, what I'm doing. He knows about Dispatch Mom. He gives me his ideas about the app, about its ease of use, about the website, I tell him he's my sidekick.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we have a great relationship. At the same time, I mean, I am also faced with the balance or lack thereof of, being multifaceted as a mom and being a working woman.
Sure.
And so, and I'm one that has shamelessly declared that I am not just a mom, I am a mom and that completes me. I can't be just a mom.
Yeah.
If I am not all of it, then I'm not a fulfilled, happy individual. And if I'm not a fulfilled, happy individual, I can't be there for my family. So, that is kind of the dynamic that we have in this household. And with Dispatch Mom, that's the intent, is to help the moms that are overwhelmed, which pretty much every single one is.
Raise my hand, me.
Yeah. Help them be what they want to be. And, that means that, let's just say that they're non-working moms, and that's fine, but they need 10 minutes, for goodness sake, to go take a nap, to go sit and do nothing, to talk to their friends on the phone without being interrupted every 5 minutes. Absolutely. So it's intended for everyone to have that me time that fulfills them. Yeah. Every mom, I should say.
Yeah, everyone, absolutely. I have a 2.5-year-old, and I learn every single day more and more about the work-life blend. That's so accurate, because it isn't ever a true balance. And I can't tell you how much having other working moms through RISE has helped me over the past 2.5 years really navigate this new role that I am in, the new demands that I have. And my 2.5-year-old is a girl. My daughter is I'm so glad to have a daughter too. It's funny, it adds, what I do through Rise and through Work All the Day is about women and supporting women. And it's both an added responsibility that I feel, as well as just a gift and a privilege to be able to raise the next generation of young women. And so I carry, I think, a lot of pressure on my shoulders too about setting a good example. And so for me, a lot of that comes from being vulnerable, both with her and with other moms, and talking about the struggle and the challenges and my fears and feelings of failure, but then also feelings of, wow, look at this incredible little lady. And this just profound thing, or this special thing that heartwarming thing that she's done. And so it's such a wild emotional ride. And I've never felt like I needed the support of other women, other working moms or non-working moms. The support in the community more than I have over the past 2.5 years. And so I think what you're doing at Dispatch Mom is really incredible, because it's so driven by your personal experiences of needing support and community, and that now you're creating a platform to do that for other women.
That's correct. That's exactly it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, and just real quickly, what are the services?
Services?
Mom? Yeah.
On-demand childcare, on-demand cleaning, meal delivery, and this is not like, I don't know, meal delivery from McDonald's. This is meal delivery that has been nutritious, delicious, oven-ready food, not table-ready food, because the research that we have shows that, moms actually do want to add the finishing touches to the food and really make it, feel like home cooked. So it's oven-ready food. And then, so those are the three services we'll be launching with in Denver next month. And 2021 will add pet care and errands and child transportation. So if you are, right now we're not really needing that as much given COVID, that, most people are still, I shouldn't say most people, but a lot of people are still working from home. But let's say you're in the office and your kid is at school and you're running late because you're stuck in a meeting and you need someone to go pick up your kid, or, basketball drop off, or et cetera, et cetera. So child transportation and pet care and errands will be launched in 2021.
Oh, such a service to then allow moms to be able to enjoy being more present. To me, that's what it sounds like, being able to be present and enjoying whatever hat it is that they're wearing at the moment. So whether it's that they're sitting at the head of the boardroom table and, making a pitch to potential investors, or whether it's cooking, or whether it's being with their kids, being with their family, they're not having to think so much about all the next steps in the running, the accountability that so many moms, I think, feel of just the looming list of things to be done, and that you have a trusted person that's got your back, which is an incredible gift and support.
Yes.
Awesome. Kudos to you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm excited. We have an app that will be submitting to the App Store in the next couple of weeks, both in App Store, Apple, iOS, and Google Play. Yeah. And we're actually running a campaign next week to, put the word out. It's a contest that, we'll have 3 lucky winners to win Target cards. And, Target is kind of our mecca. Right? Who doesn't love Target? Always. Yeah. So check us out. It's fun. I have 2 people on my team working with me right now to get us ready for the launch.
Well, I'm excited for you, and I can't wait to watch the continued growth and success of both of your businesses.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm excited for you to engage on the Working Moms Room on Rise Digital. Oh my gosh, we have so many great resources and things to share with other moms, and tell all of us to just learn from each other and share in this crazy awesome journey, whether it's as business owner, as team member, or parent. So
Exactly.
you're amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for chatting with me today.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it. Really appreciate all the support that you and Stacy provide to all of us.
Oh my
Really
God.
digitally when we were in person, physically in person, amazing content, amazing community, amazing events. Really, really appreciate all of that.
Oh, thank you. That means the world, but truly, I'm the lucky one. Rise Digital Rise Collaborative as the whole, it's the greatest gift of my life and my career. So meeting all these incredible women. So, and getting to chat and learn with you from you guys and share it with everybody else. It's just the greatest job in the world. So, um,
Thank you. Thank
thank you
you.
so much, Arezou. I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Likewise, have a good rest of the day.
Thanks, you too.
All right.